Do you remember where you were when you first heard about genocide breaking out, when you first realised that it was on such a large scale?
I was in boarding school, but it's as I said, it was a long process. But people say, because the area, the country I lived in, Burundi, if something happened, for example, if there was some killings going on in Rwanda, that will influence Burundi as well. The Hutu extremists that we start killing the Tutsi in Burundi. So really, for me, I was more concerned, more was happening in Burundi more, because there was always killing, and many Rwandese people have been killed, so many in Burundi. Many Rwandese family have lost their loved ones in Burundi. So what was happening in Rwanda did affect the Tutsi who were living in Burundi. So it was like a double killings happening at the same time. So but the big thing I remember hearing on radio, the plane crash, and I knew I thought that was a good thing, because Habyarimana was so extremist, and he was very determined to wipe out all the Tutsi, and his friends, his relatives, they were all involved. So I thought, the big guy is going, so the things are going to change, someone better, and but obviously things went differently, and I remember when I was in the boarding school, and everybody panicked. Even people panicked in Rwanda, but in Burundi was the same. So the share of kind of the identity of Burundi and Rwanda, it was equal. This is what people don't really understand. The fear people in Rwanda, the Tutsi have in Rwanda, it was equally the same. The fear people lived in Burundi have. So I remember the boarding school closed, and and people started running their lives basically. My school was in a boarding school in a rural area, and some of the students they were part of the Hutu extremist groups, and you see them start taking machetes it's incredible. And people think about women or girls, young girls, be passive and naive, and I've seen girls in my boarding school, in my rooms, and waking up with machetes, and so it was something really very raw for someone, a teenager, someone to experience, I think.